Good morning, folks. How are we doing? So I wanted to record you another little video, and a title that I thought of while I was walking along today was, are you in it for the long haul or are you in it for the light haul? Now, what do I mean by that? I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about guys. I'm talking about you guys in particular. Of course, this applies to everybody, but I'm thinking about guys as a guy myself when I'm speaking about this. And I think a lot of people get into relationships because they want the nice bits. They don't want the hardships. Or maybe they don't even think about the hardships. Okay, so when I got into the relationship, I've been with my partner for 12 and a half years, and it was great. We had a great life, and we did lots of nice things together. But her health, I didn't realize before I met her that she was the victim of some botched surgery many years ago, and as a result she developed a degenerative condition, and a couple of years ago she got cancer as well. So her health, even before she got cancer, has been spiraling for quite a long time, and eventually we could do less and less, and I've been having to do more and more things. But one of the things I am is I'm very loyal. Okay, so whenever I've been in a relationship, I've always known from the beginning that no matter what happens to the person that I'm dating, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not going to bail the moment things get difficult. And my partner is now at a stage where she actually only has a few days left to live, unfortunately. And I'm in a situation now where I'm having to feed her, I'm having to dress her, and I'm also having to take her to the toilet now as well, because she can't do anything now. But this stuff, I've never once thought to myself, I can't do this. Well, I've sometimes thought I can't do it, but I've never thought that I'm going to bail. I've always known that I'm going to stick with her to the end. So why am I mentioning this? I'm mentioning this because I think you guys, speaking to you guys in particular, consider this, right? Consider when you get into a relationship and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I love this, she makes me feel happy, we have some great times together. Ask yourself whether you will still be with that woman if the shit hits the fan. Will you still be with her if she can't do anything for herself? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't be with her, right, in my opinion. Okay? To me, the words till death do us part, or till death us do part, to me they apply the minute you get into a relationship, not the minute you put a ring on somebody's finger. Okay, so just some thoughts I've thought about, and you might be thinking, how are you so composed when your partner's just got a few days left to live? Believe me, I've experienced every emotion imaginable, especially these last few days. But one of the things I keep reminding myself is that I have to be a leader. And one of the things I remind myself about being a leader is that being a leader is not about not having emotions. It's about ensuring that the logical side of your brain and your decision-making side of the brain is more dominant than the emotional side, because if it's not, your life will spiral out of control. And I know this because that's what happened to me when I split up with my first long-term partner. My emotional side was more dominant than my logical side, and my life spiraled out of control. I ended up with massive debts. I ended up drinking about 6 nights a week, and that's not going to happen this time because I've worked on this. Okay, and part of this is thinking long term and thinking to yourself, if I get in a relationship and this person ends up terminally ill, unable to function or do anything for themselves, will I still be with her? If the answer is yes, then get with that person. Anyway, that's my words of wisdom, folks. Have a great rest of your day. I'm dressed up like I don't know what I'm dressed up like with what I'm dressed up as, but it's pouring the rain here, so I found a little hidey hole to hide from the weather for a little bit. But anyway, have a great rest of your day, folks. Adios amigos, and I'll see you again soon.